stuff.
But he was not an artist when I dated him, but you know now. Men that have been around him to sexualize me.
No one was saying anyone. You wouldn't
People that actually got tickets from me.
then she left on the 7th day. It wasn't enough for me. Like in December. No man, let's just leave it.
The housemates had a speed date early hours of this morning, and it was such an interesting one. From Victoria revealing how she was raped to Onyeka revealing how she dated Odumodublack to Cassia talking on how she's not Kelly Ray spec. Please grab your earpiece and your popcorn as it's going to be a very, very interesting listening. Onyeka, in her speed date with Mickey, was asked by Mickey why she's yet to get into a ship. And she said this is the same conversation she was having with TJ. And TJ told her, well, that girls like her tend to be assumed to be in a ship, although they are usually attracted to men who might not really be the best for them. TJ Sha. Well, from there, Mickey started asking Onyeka if her spec is in the house. And when you say the body wise, your body is cool, your body is my spec, OZEE's body cool, OZEE's body cool. And Onyeka then paused to ask Mickey, must every girl even be in a ship? That she didn't get into this house with the intention to be in a ship. And Mickey was like, since the both of us are not in a ship, make we just they have fun now. And I'm like, Mickey, you see, this is the problem. Later now, you start talking about the 4 years relationship you have outside, and this is you here freestyling. Still on relationship affair, Suj asked Onyeka, how was your last relationship like? And Onyeka said in her last relationship, she was spoiled to the last drop. And then Suj then asked her, have you dated an artist, a popular person before? Onyeka said, well, as of the time she dated this person, he was unknown. Yeah, not yet popular, but now he's one of the big leagues in Nigeria. And Sujo, at this point, Sujo was like, who is the person? Onyeka said, well, she can't say it, cameras, she wouldn't want another ear to hear it. And Sujo said, give me a clue. You know, there's a way you can actually give me a hint on who this person is. You know, maybe one of his songs. And just then, Onyeka now sang Odumodu's Black song. And I'm like, wow, Onyeka and Odumodublack. Hey! And Onyeka also told Suj that he wouldn't want another ear or anybody in the house to hear this. And I'm like, babe, calm down. Camera don't already do the work. Well, Onyeka now asked Suj, why is he always calm and quiet? Has he always been like this, or something led him to become this way? And Suj was like, no, he has always been this way. Unlike Victoria opened up to Onyeka that life lessons made her to be this way. And Onyeka said, yes, because I've always wanted to ask you, you made mention of not being in a relationship past 4 months. And she said, well, something happened to her. And after that, anytime she's in a relationship, she's always guarded up. And for any time her partner tries to sexualize her, that you know that most times some guys will just look at a fine babe and what comes to their mind is besh. She now said for any time she's in that relationship and begin to sense that she's out of that relationship. But well, she's actually been in a year relationship, but most time in all of her relationship, she's always guarded up. And Onyeka was like, what's this thing that happened to you? And she now mentioned on how she got, you know, after a modeling gig, she decided to go pass a night in someone's house and it didn't end well. At that time, it really got me pissed off because why would adults not know that no means no? Well, she said after that event, although she's trying to heal from that, but it has changed everything about her. From her always trying to know people well, always trying to, you know, stay guard up 247, to always not opening up. She said she's always by herself, for herself, doing things for herself. She finds it difficult to open up to people. She just wants to keep everything to herself. Speaking of trauma, Anita just told OZEE that it was until this year that she forgave the guys that kidnapped her. that it took her a spiritual way to even let go and try to forgive them, because for this past years, she has always had them in mind. But then for her to heal, she had to let go. Well, OZEE commended her for not looking like what she has been through, and she said while she has forgiven these people, that a lot of things is still in her head. Like, she does not like staying in dark places. At any little sound, she's up, because these people blindfolded her for 24 hours, and for any time there is darkness, her mind still go back to those people. Well, while OZEE asked her how did she still went back to pageantry after all that, and she said, well, it's just the passion that kept her moving, and not like it was easy, that it took her 3 to 4 years to go back to modeling, because after the whole kidnapping stuff, she just focused on her education and getting healing. But then after 4 years, she now tried MBGN, but it was just the passion. The passion was a strong one. Anita talked more about the whole MBGN journey during her time with Femi, because Femi told Femi it was a 4 weeks event whereby you have to partake in challenges, presentation, fashion show, and all of this you're being scored at one point to the other. And from then, they will have a top 30. From top 30, it will slash to top 12. From top 12 to top 2, from then. But the whole experience was a beautiful one. The speed dates became a little light and beautiful for Anita when OZEE told her why he can't be in a ship in this house, as he already has a strong, solid ship outside. And even went ahead to tell Anita that he's expecting a baby from his fiance. Well, Anita gave him a hug and was like, don't worry, we'll still talk about this speed dates, not enough time to celebrate. Now let's move to Kelly Ray's wife, Cassia. Cassia, while it was a speed date and people opening up, Cassia was still standing on business. Well, when Sean told Cassia that you're so gathered up, you don't look like someone who is open for a relationship in this house, that you're just to yourself, keeping to yourself, you don't want to mingle and people get to know you, so at least you can get into a relationship. And Cassia now told Sean, well, that finding a genuine relationship in this house is 50-50. While a lot of beautiful relationships, even marriages, have come out of Big Brother show, that is still a difficult thing to know whether it's mutual, whether the person you like at the time in the house loves you back. But then, that's one thing about her, is that she does not like time wasters. And I'm like, hold up, you that dated someone for 10 years does not like time wasters? Girl, you're joking. Well, Suji asked Cassia how she met Kelly Ray and why they haven't started something more intimate. And Cassia said, well, they met through the sister. And now for her and Kelly Ray, she loves it when the love is mutual. That she's not Kelly Ray's spec. Omo, blood go flow when this housemates to come out of the show. And from there, Suji even started asking her, between Abuja and Lagos, where do you prefer, being that you've been to both places? And she said for her it's Lagos. So she now asked her, what's your typical weekend like in Lagos? Do you club? Do you flex? And she said no, she just stays indoors. She does not even like going out. And Suji now said, no wonder you dated someone for 10 years. And speaking of Cassia, Kelly Ray had his own speed date with Andy, and Andy was now asking him, we were quite close at the beginning of this journey. What happened? What actually happened to us? And, Kelly Ray started talking on how people have their clique. I guess you have yours with your sister. And Andy now said, even with people having their clique and bonding together, that for you, who have you even actually bonded with? Because with you and Cassia, it's just friendship now. You guys are not even close like the rest of the housemates. Wahala. From there, Andy now asked Kelly Ray, what do you think about me? And Kelly Ray said, well, I think you and your sisters are very cool people. And you people love. And you care for the ones you love. I can see with the way Wani even cares for Sean. Like, how many people will still do that for someone they love? And I see how you also genuinely care for the both of them as well. To tell you, it's something that is in in the both of you. Kelly Ray also told her that why the both of you seem and look like the strongest, that you both wear your emotions on your sleeve. After that, Andy was like, wow, are you a psychologist? Because this is just a perfect description of who she is and who she and her sister are. And Kelly Ray now said, well, it's one unique trait about him, that he reads people, he can tell what people are. Speaking of Wani had a time with Mickey, and she asked Mickey, do you have any negative energy or impression about any housemates here? Then I was expecting Mickey to mention the whole handy thing he kept narrating on to Big Brother in the diary room. But here is Mickey saying, no, that he's cool with everybody. He likes everybody, rapport with everybody in the house. And Wani said, well, for her, you and I are cool, but I don't consider you as a friend. I'm fine being cool with everybody. I'm fine being cool with you. But with you, I can't really say we are friends. So we don't gel like that. But not like I have any bad feelings or energy towards you. But we are just cool. Now, this is where it gets interesting. So Mickey and Sean had actually discussed about having a spec in the house. And Mickey said that his spec is not in. He told Sean that his spec is not in this house. That face-wise, his spec is not here. Body-wise, Chizoba. Now, after talking about Chizoba being his spec body-wise, the next minute, he's having a speed date with Ben. And Ben now asked him, see, you're 30-something, right? Do you see yourself settling down soon? And Mickey now said, well, he has been having this conversation with TJ. Now he wants to settle out, he wants to settle down. But the problem is that is 4 years relationship. That the girl has spiritual husband, though. And I'm like, wait, Mickey, hold on. He now showed Ben a mark on his face. And I told Ben that, you see this mark? That is the girl that gave it to me. That sometimes when it comes like this, they'll just be fighting. And I'm like, wow. you fight with your girlfriend? That means it's a toxic relationship. Oh. He said they will fight. After fighting, when the whole thing goes out, the girl will be wondering what even happened. That in fact, his mom and siblings have been advising him to leave that girl. But he can't leave that girl. Oh. That girl, he met that girl a virgin. And with that, he can't go out too. That even when he was coming on this show, that the girl was crying. Oh, I know when you go on this show, you'll finally leave me. He now said, well, that when he's out of this show, he's going to work on himself spiritual wise. That in fact, Femi's dad is strong spiritual wise. That Femi's dad will be doing 1 or 2 for him. Ben now said, no wonder the both of you will be at the verge of leaving the house. The next thing, you people are back to the house. That is spiritual something now. And Mickey was just there nodding his head. I'm like, bro, maybe you will not talk now. By the time Ben takes this narrative and fly around now, you will go into the diary room and start lamenting. What kind of cho-cho-cho is this one again? Well, the last revelation for the night was Tofa. So when Cassia came to talk to Tofa, they were like, longest time. And Katia said, well, you see, that it's now with Anita. How did it even started? And Tofa said, you can see that the first week, Shebi, it was Dami I was gravitating towards, and here am I with Anita. And that, can you imagine that even then, Dami always told me, you have an eye for Anita. And when she's watching now, she'll be like, I said it. I said you have an eye for Anita. And Tofa then asked Cassia, but what do you think about Anita? And she said, well, the both of you are cool. I love her. I'm seeing, and since you're okay with that, it's fine. Dami will understand. Anyways, that's the little revelations that were revealed during the speed dates. And tell me why when OZEE went to have a speed date with Victoria, Nelly said, no, the both of you have been talking since. No speed dates between the both of you again. And at that, Nelly dragged OZEE to herself and they started talking about pageantry and life in general and how he even thought of coming to BBN show. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this, my long story. Long every. If you did, please give this video a like and feel free to comment as well. I'll see you in my next video. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.